Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Hot. God PCV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call PCV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Call PCV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, keep it real, no cap. You're breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Call PCV, we bringing the news. Fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call PCV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Call PCV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, keep it real, no cap. You're breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Call PCV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. Go PCV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon.
Click in the link, truth in the tabs, type in the name, watch what you have. Cold case, cold facts, I rewind, run it back, deep dive in the data, pull the mask off the act, spotlights in the language, slow frame when it changes, every rumor on the timeline shaking, I'm the one that arranges. You see a clip, I see clues, you see views, I see truth, you see drama on your screen, I see what they try to hide in room. Yeah, cold piece investigate, I don't play, I demonstrate, every angle, every frame, say the name, say the name. Yeah, cold piece investigate, turn it up and let it play, if it's fake I separate, say the name, say the name. Yeah, cold piece investigate, new drop, new thread, thumb scroll, see red, I don't chase what's trending, I chase what was never said, free shot, zoom in, body talk, tight grin, they confess in the details, when the word's too thin, hit subscribe for the real, I reveal what they feel, you want answers on demand, I'm the one that put the stamp on the seal, yeah, yeah, cold piece investigate, I don't play, I demonstrate, every angle, every frame, say the name, say the name, yeah, cold piece investigate, turn it up and let it play, if it's fake I separate, say the name, say the name, yeah, cold piece investigate.
Good morning, my beautiful people. Listen, don't get used to this. Do not get used to this. I was just up and I said, let me go ahead and go live. Plus, I got to take Superstar to work at like 11. So I got to leave at like 10 something. So I said, let me go ahead and get up here, do what I need to do. Good morning, KP Monsters chat. Came to hit the like button. Good morning, Smiley. Good morning, everybody. Y'all are in the building. I'm like, dang, okay, everybody jumped in here real quick. That's what I'm talking about. That's what y'all supposed to be on. That type of time. Good morning, y'all. Of course, we just here to discuss the Karmelo Anthony case. We need to circulate everything that's happening in the media that we know about, things that's happening in the media. So Nick at night, I be listening to her when she give her coverage on Karmelo Anthony. It is this other girl that they just mentioned, and I'm gonna play her video of what she said she captured while being in the courtroom, and I take them to be very credible. Why what? Black Wolf don't start. It's this morning. It's too early. Boy, get the fuck out of my, whoever you is. No, he's not cooked. You guys wants him to be cooked so bad, but it looks like it's not going in you guys' favor, if you ask me. And the only way he's going to be cooked, block that person. Tanisha, hey Peanut. Only way, well, not really, because they ain't said nothing negative. Y'all ain't gotta block them right now. Nope, they ain't said nothing negative, really. The only way he's gonna be cooked is off of lies, made up stories. Because from what I'm getting, what I'm seeing is so far, everything is leaning in Karmelo Anthony's favor, as far as the video footage, as far as them inviting him in the tent, as far as him being bullied, all these things. They want him to be cooked so bad, but I don't think it's going to happen. The only way it's going to happen is if they don't go by the book and just find this boy guilty just off of the color of his skin, period. Good morning, KP. Had to show love here too. Have a blessed week. Thank you, Smiley. See, I appreciate you. Good morning, Gretchen. So, and then it's this one lady I found on Facebook that she's been capturing. She's been putting it in writing what's been happening in the court hearings as well. And I've been watching and keeping up with what she's been posting too. Y'all, this is sad what they doing to this boy. Good morning, everyone. Hey, no fucks. Okay, I ain't even hit none of y'all up until y'all was going live, but y'all are here. That's what I'm talking about. And then they want to slander this boy. So let me show y'all. Now, this was sent to me. I'm gonna show it. Hold on, first of all. I'm gonna show it, but this is circulating on social media and have been for a long time now. Since they want to try to make Karmelo look away. Let's see. This is the one that I was telling y'all about Friday when I went live. Hold on. And then they want to say, well, I seen them in other people comments saying, if you look at it, they're going hunting. Dumbass. So what? They still got guns in their hand. Hold on, let me take this move me. Because I mean, if it was good for the goose, it's good for the gander, bookie butts. Trying to slander that young boy's name, but they sitting here with rifles and stuff in their hands. Make that make sense. Just because they got on camouflage, that don't mean nothing. In my opinion, the prosecution's witnesses have already demonstrated a lack of credibility. Yes, that's what I'm saying. The friend got on this. They get these boys, these witnesses are getting on the stand, acting like they don't know Karmelo, acting like he was the aggressor, and you could tell by the verbiage that they're using that they have been coerced to say these things. Good morning, sis. We in here early, not late. That part, because I got some things to do. The rest of the day, I'm going to be, I got to do some investigating. Y'all know. Anyway, True T Channel. Good morning, KP, and everyone in the chat. Good morning, True T Channel. I looked at that. I said, oh, wait a minute. Who is this? What content creator can? Child, good morning. But yeah, they want to slander him and make him look so bad. But look at them. And then this was also sent to me and have been circulating. They not showing this either. That's Austin Metcalf, y'all. That's a screenshot from his Instagram, y'all. And it says, I dare one of those monkeys to show up to the track meet today. What? Is that what we doing? Is that what we doing? The day of the track meet. Yeah, that's the day of the track meet, but they not talking about that. And we're gonna listen to a few things. I want to play this for y'all first. Hold on. Now, y'all know that man I showed Friday, right? He was telling what he saw.
Video.
Yes, in the video. So again, you got Hunter and Austin standing in the middle.
This man right
You
here.
have the light bright boy here.
Now they don't went and pulled this man arrest record and everything, y'all, and slandering him because he is a PDF file, allegedly. Well, it's not alleged because he's been charged with some things, but in my opinion, that has nothing to do with what's going on with Karmelo Anthony's case. That has nothing to do with what he actually saw on the video. And man, you, they was trying to call him a lie, but we finna listen to this. So who really had intentions on doing something? But listen though, what if Karmelo saw that? What if he saw that? Man, you, they said it's text messages that then came out between these kids about them threatening Karmelo and what they was going to do to him when he came to the track meetup. Man, you that. Me too, Dr. Q1. I promise you, I hope they do, because this is not okay. What if that boy seen that? No, and he already knowing, because I guess was in, I don't know, a group chat or whatever, but Karmelo Anthony's friend that was under that tent was cool with Austin, the Metcalfs, and the rest of them boys and stuff. So what if he went back telling Karmelo what they were saying that they was gonna do to him under that when he got to the track meet or something? You know, it's so much that's why I put in here on my title. It's so much that the major outlets is not reporting that's going on in that courtroom. It's diabolical, bro. It's diabolical. Right. I don't think of that. That's why they try to keep it out of everything. Yep. The Bible tells us that they hold themselves not guilty. It's talking about clear people. Let's talk about it. Let me get my disclaimer first, y'all.
How small it is. It got a motherfucking truck stop. And they got something called light lizards. But
okay. Hold on, guys. We finna listen to some of these recordings. I didn't upload them because I don't want to put the people on my screen. I don't want to get hit or whatever, but I'm finna play this one video. Hold on. Y'all listen to this. I forgot what they said her name is. I'm gonna go back and find it. But shout out to her for this recording that she posted. When y'all hear it, y'all might know who it is, so y'all can let me know. Hold on. What she witnessed in the courtroom with her own eyes. She said it was so crazy to the point where she could not continue to take notes on what that witness was saying because she was trying to keep eyes on the witness. And what's Jeff Metcalf is the dad, and the Metcalf's dad, because allegedly he was coercing the witness. Damn, you fucked my head up right then. No, for real, like, it's child. They are trying to make Karmelo the aggressor, but no matter how they spin it, that Metcalf boy still started it. He started bullying Karmelo, and he fucked around and found out that he messed with the wrong one. But the thing is, from what it's looking like, and they not saying that, because this boy, he needs the twin brother, he needs to be held accountable for his brother's unaliving, because allegedly they're saying he was the originator of the mess. That's allegedly, but hey, he played a part in it still. They jumped him. They all jumped him. Y'all listen to this. Tell me if y'all can hear it.
There are some explosive details being reviewed in this Karmelo Anthony case. First things first, I was able to get into the courtroom. Second thing is, what we were able to find out today is that Karmelo Anthony didn't just go into the tent. He asked, "Is it okay if I sit here?" And even made small talk with the kid next to him about the weather, using the words, "Crazy weather, huh?" To which the kid responded, "Yeah, it is." Not only that, we found out that Eddie Carmelo's friend, when he realized that Karmelo was in the tent, actually switched seats with another kid so that he and Karmelo could be seated next to each other and talk. It was also revealed on cross-examination that Karmelo Anthony and Eddie, although may not be best friends, but had a really close relationship because Karmelo Anthony's girlfriend, her parents and Eddie's parents are really good friends. And Eddie has tagged along with Karmelo and his girlfriend when they were out on dates. And there are some explosive.
And then it's crazy because that friend got on the stand from what they're saying, got on the stand and was lying. Now, what I'm telling y'all is what I'm getting from what is going on is that these kids were coerced to say what they wanted them to say. They probably scared. You got to understand what they did to Karmelo and his family. They had to relocate because they were getting threats. Like they were literally being threatened to be taken out and all these things. What make y'all think that these other kids, it didn't happen to especially the colored ones? Let's be real. And they gotta still live in this community. This is insane. And he straight lied saying he didn't know him like that. And it's pictures that came out with them together, doing all types of fun stuff together, hanging out, all types. Why lie? Like this stuff cannot be pulled and fact checked. Eddie is being coerced, which is why the defense was able to unravel his testimony. That part. That friend was a defense witness. They called all the kids that didn't pass the prosecution test. But it's pictures of them together. Yeah, a lot. Now listen to this. Y'all might know who this is. I forgot his fucking name too. His name is, but shout out to him. This is Caucasian man. Listen to what he's saying. Y'all might know who he is when y'all hear his voice, but I can't think of his name right now. He gonna say it, I believe. Hold on.
Update from a staff member who saw the video of the Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf altercation. He says the video was very clear. You can even see the raindrops. You can see 4 boys walk up to Karmelo, who's under the tent minding his business. Now, there was 4 boys and a few others, he said. A couple of the others were distracting the coach while they jumped Karmelo. He said it was really in the rain delay. The twins and a few of their buddies, 4 of them and 3 other ones, one distracted the coach, and they surrounded Karmelo. A few seconds later, they jumped him. Austin pushed him. The twins were in the middle. They were all jumping Karmelo. Hunter said Karmelo threw his bag. That is not true. Hunter grabbed his bag, but it shows they threw his bag away. And under Texas law, you just have to fear for your life. They start hitting Karmelo. Karmelo tried to get away, but Austin pulls him in by the hoodie, he says, and they pulled him back under the tent. Austin then put him in a headlock. Karmelo got away, and then you see Austin grab his chest. But all the stuff about Hunter rendering aid, holding the blood in, was a lie because he says the coach grabbed him away and pulled him out of the scene. Now, also on Fox 4, the staff member was saying they edited the photos of Karmelo to make it look like he had no injuries. But in the original photos, you could see his injuries. Karmelo had welts on his face, on his neck, and you could see locks of hair missing. I will keep you updated. Fox 4, the staff member was saying
That's so fucking insane, bro, what they is doing to this boy. They trying to hide everything that would show that he's not guilty of this crime and that it was self-defense. They doing everything in their power to make him look like the aggressor, to make him look like he just came for a problem that day, and that's not the case. Now let's look at this. Look at this. Y'all remember this video, right? Hold on. I said, let me play this again. Oh, crap. Hold on, this one. I don't know why it won't let me play it on here. But I'm gonna listen to this. Y'all remember this video?
This kid, before I knew his name now, this kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him to move. He started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, "You need to move." And he's like, "Make me move." Also grabbed his backpack. The kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab. But then I looked at my
Me too, Dr. Q1.
Talk about the rest. So just that's just what I saw. And I try to help him, but
It was just
fucking lying. That's when it first happened, y'all. And he came out and spoke. And he literally was saying that he was putting all this pressure to his brother wounds and all this and all that, but it comes out that he wasn't even nowhere around his brother. The defense has been unraveling witnesses. They always lying and trying to play victim, and we're supposed to be so aggressive. Exactly. Admitting what they did right there, though. Exactly. Admitting. That's what I said. He admitted, and that's when they ain't let that motherfucker talk not no more, not now, another time. Now listen to this video, y'all.
I saw it with my own eyes. And one
Okay, now this is the video. This is the same woman that we was just talking about when she was talking about what the friend to Karmelo was doing on the stand. Now listen to what she says. No, that was me, Tanisha. But listen.
I saw it with my own eyes. And one particular question was, would you say Hunter Metcalf is a big guy? And as I was trying to lean back to get a better angle of the jury, you lean your head back, but I'm turning. I saw Mr. Metcalf shake his head no, and the witness said no. I saw Mr. Metcalf instructing the witness. I saw it with my own eyes, and I didn't want to take notes. So you're not going to get that from me, because I like to take notes when I'm watching the witness, and I know it's their response, because otherwise it doesn't matter. And I just stopped taking notes. Okay, he's here now. He's just going to tell his story. It was so obvious that this witness was looking at someone in the courthouse. Initially, I didn't really peg it as looking at someone. I was like, he's nervous. But he looked to the same spot in the courthouse. And it was so distracting. Courtroom, that I thought it was somebody in the jury. And I thought, I'd be damned. I think he knows somebody in the jury. He could not stop, nor did he stop. So I'm trying to strain to see what juror does he knows. And as I'm leaning back to get a better angle, and as the defense is asking him questions, I see Mr. Metcalf signaling him how to answer with head nods, yes or no, based on the question.
Bro, that's insane. Now, how nobody else noticed that and she noticed it? Like that's insane. At least the judge is facing towards the audience, everybody that's in the room. Like, that's insane, the lengths that they are going to. They said he was in here coughing and all as signals to the witnesses, and they told the defense. So why they didn't put him out? Because from my understanding, the judge said they didn't want nobody talking, making no movements, no sounds, no nothing. Why he didn't get put out? The same way as how he came early on to the Anthony's press release. He comes and try to bogart his way into their press release. Who the fuck do we think he is? Like, what? This needs to be reported. Come on now. He needs to be removed. He really do. He needs to be he don't even need to be in that courtroom. And the thing about that, Peanut, what you had said about the brother not testifying, because they know that he's going to get caught up. They cannot put him on that stand and think it's going to go smooth, because it's not. He done lied since day one. They can't risk it. Why else wouldn't you? Who else wouldn't want to get on the stand and testify for their deceased brother if he was taken out wrongfully? Like, who wouldn't? I hope the jurors are paying attention to everything, bro. I hope so. That's contempt of court with his racism. Yeah, it's very much so is. This is insane. Listen, y'all, we're gonna listen to the. We're gonna go here. Hold on. Give me a second. I got to go get the video of him apologizing to the family, but.
Cross-examination. The reason Hunter's not going to take the stand, and from what I hear, the dad's bought a new truck, the mom's got a new 8-bedroom house. The dad, there's already text messages about the dad bragging on going on European tours. Fuck you, Metcalf daddy. You're a fucking puss. Used to beat those boys.
I told y'all, it's stuff that they think we done forgot because it's been, 2 years? That they daddy used to beat their mama, allegedly. They used to beat it, put hands to the daddy, and they used to just talk crazy to the mama too. Like they tried to paint Karmelo to be so effed up and be this ghetto type of boy, came from a broken home, and all these things only for his parents to pop out and be successful people, be, you know what I'm saying, upstanding people, and all these things, when on the other hand, the tables, the roles are reversed. They said the Indian lady was in Sleepy Friday, and they had a talk with her, and she didn't sleep on Saturday. What you talking about? Hey, Peanut. I'm sorry, but what in the hell? This fool grew a mustache. Yes, girl. I mean, bro. Child, listen. Let's start from.
Not taking a stand. He's not going to pass cross-examination. The reason Hunter's not going to take the stand, and from what I hear, the dad's bought a new truck, the mom's got a new 8-bedroom house. There's already text messages about the dad bragging on going on European tours. Fuck you, Metcalf daddy. You're a fucking puss. Used to beat those boys' mom. And I'm going to tell you why they're not bringing up the fact that both guys knew jujitsu. We're not even going to worry about them not bringing it up. We don't have to bring up the fact that Austin knows jiu-jitsu, trained since he was a kid. We'll wait to the closing arguments to do that. We won't bring up the fact that Austin and Hunter both kicked their dad's ass. He's a little short guy, they're big guys. These are some violent white boys. I mean, Neanderthals.
You remind me of that Williams when he said that.
So we're not going to bring up the fact that Karmelo didn't run. When Karmelo did what he had to do to keep those guys off of him, he ran straight to a coach. This is what they're not telling you guys. When he took off running, he ran to a coach, and even the
and that's what they steady trying to make it seem like in the media. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Tammy. Oh, one of the jurors was falling asleep in court. That's insane. use my favorite words to explain idiots and Neanderthals. He reminded me of Cat Williams, bro, when he was saying that. Good morning, KP Monster Chat. Good morning, Lady Mysterious. He don't need one. He really don't. But that's what they not mentioning is they want to put so much emphasis on he took off running, but he ran directly to the coach, and the coach even said it on testimony. Like, what? It's insane.
Coach's testimony, according to the police's initial statement that they got from the witnesses, that multiple children, 4 to 5 children, was chasing Karmelo to harm him. And the teachers had to keep those kids off of Karmelo. They're not telling that part, guy. So then let me go on to say, there's rumors that Karmelo had been suspended and he wasn't supposed to be there.
Lies.
No, people. No, people. Let me tell you who was suspended. The Crackers.
Bro, I can't do that. I had to end it right there because he start off good and he'll go all the way left. He ain't finna get me. But that's the truth, that they were allegedly suspended. One, if not both of them. And they're making it seem like Karmelo was. Crazy work. Crazy work. Hold on, y'all. I got more. If it let me play it, let me see what this is. Because I have shared a few things to play. Okay, I'm gonna play this real quick. We're just gonna listen to this. We listen to a lot of things from a lot of different angles. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Hopefully it plays. Can y'all hear that?
And it's got to be force for force as well, okay? But words that were said, or number of individuals surrounding or being around, or physical acts that might have occurred, or threats that might have been made. It's the totality of the circumstances of everything and stuff. And so you look at that, and then it's force for force. So I can use equal force. If someone's trying to use unlawful force against me, I can use equal force to prevent them from doing that. So
the Austin Metcalf used his arms, used his hands, and pushed him. That's one force.
Right.
Karmelo Anthony uses a knife. Is that equal force or not?
It could be, and I think that's what right now the jurors are probably instructed. Wait until you hear all of the evidence. Once you hear all of the evidence, because it could be, we've all seen people that have used their physical hands, ended up killing people with their physical hands. But it's a totality of everything. So it could be if there's a lot of people around, if I have 3 or 4 people that I feel, and maybe one person's gotten physical, but I feel like the walls are coming in on me, then that might escalate the force that I can use, because the unlawful force that might be used against me. So it's a totality of everything. But what you do is you look at it from a reasonable person standing in the shoes of that individual. So knowing everything, a reasonable person in Mr. Anthony's shoes and all that's going on around them, is that something that's justified based on the reasonable person's perception of what's going on.
Definitely, Tanisha.
There's been a lot of talk about self-defense. Is this self-defense? And I'm getting different answers depending on who I talk with. From legal.
That's exactly what the hell he was trying to do. Hold on, I got something else for y'all. That's why, bro. Like, Hold on, we got more. Give me a second. I got to make sure y'all can see it first before I start playing it. Okay, we're going to listen to this, y'all.
That they are saying there are a few differences, but what's your take on whether or not from those witness statements at the time that this happened, where do you think the jury would land on a case like this?
It's fun. It's going to be a tough call. And I know that's an easy thing to say. You can't lose if you say you're in the middle. It's going to be a tough call for these reasons. When you actually do an analysis of self-defense, there are different components. The argument that Karmelo Anthony was there and he shouldn't have been there. Well, that's okay, but it's not your bleachers. You don't get to throw people out because of a tent. That's an argument that you're going to see the defense make. Why did the eventual victim in this case decide that it was his role to kick him out? And then there's a tussling back and forth. And then, unfortunately, Mr. Metcalf did seemingly start the fight, so to speak, right? He was what we might call the aggressor, and pushing him out or grabbing him and touching him. So under Florida law and also Texas law, and when you're the aggressor, when you first start the fight, so to speak, you may lose the protection. If it was Karmelo who started, Karmelo Anthony. Now we get to say shifted because if Metcalf was the one who started the fight, now can Anthony respond to defend himself? We know he can. And then, as was mentioned a moment ago, are you supposed to bring a knife to a fist fight? No. You're supposed to bring a gun to a fist fight? Absolutely not. But if you're there and starting to get attacked, which is what the defense is going to say, can you defend yourself? And what they're going to say is, Anthony doesn't need to wait until the first nasty strike, the first injury. He can presuppose what might happen, and he's allowed to defend himself.
In terms of what they are saying, there are a few.
Period. Finally, somebody want to speak some truth. Something. Hold on, y'all. I got more. Y'all want to listen to more? Hold on. Let me play my disclaimer. I got more, because we're going to keep talking about this case. They not finna just railroad him like that, bro.
How small it is. It got a motherfucking truck stop. And they got something called light lizards. But how you make it so sexy?
Wait, it might be too early for that, huh? I'm gonna wait. Oh crap, bro. I took down the wrong thing, bro. Y'all give me a second. He felt, what you say? He felt like he was the leader. He felt he ran the show. Metcalf was the aggressor and should have went and got school staff. Exactly. But I wonder why. They probably always made him feel like he was the leader of some stuff. He ain't. Hold on, y'all. I done took down my dang on crap. Hold on. God dog it. Give me a second. I had to bring it back up, because I got more videos. This is it. Okay, we back. We back. Hold on. Where's this other one? Okay, we're gonna listen to this. Okay, give me a second. I'm bringing it in. We just listen to what people got to say. Let's chat. Okay, let's listen. Wait, take this one down. Okay.
By what is going on in Frisco, Texas, where unfolding in a courthouse is the case of the Austin Metcalf murder. Karmelo Anthony is charged with that. That young man you see on your screen is crying racism. Here's what we know happened. An altercation ensued.
Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Karen, yeah, I'm streaming in 3 places right now. Why, you see me somewhere else too? Tutu said no. No, it ain't too early to play my song. Okay, I'm gonna play it after this. Good morning, KP. Mine's a chat. Good morning, Brown Eyed. I feel like he made the other kids scared of him and his brothers. Yeah. Hence, they're saying they're bullies. They saying it for a reason, not just with Karmelo, allegedly. Catch the likes up with the views, y'all. Hit the goddamn button. Get the likes up, y'all. Who is the man on the screen, KP? What's his name? Which man? Which man, Tanisha? That guy that was just talking about when they asked him that self-defense question? I'm not sure, but I believe he's like a reporter. He's a reporter. I'll give you his name once I get off here because I believe I got his name in my phone. But back to it, y'all.
Dude, Austin Metcalf, a 17-year-old white boy, is dead after Karmelo Anthony stabbed him in the chest. Karmelo Anthony claims it was self-defense. But outside of the courthouse, maybe the biggest display of racism that I've ever seen. They're charging Karmelo Anthony is racist in and of itself. I don't know what common sense individual thinks you should be bringing a knife to a track meet. Now, witness after witness today was marched into the courtroom. Every single one of them said that.
You know what's crazy? The fact that this man is literally talking with authority as if people of his skin color is the be all. Like, whatever happens to them, somebody has to be held accountable, and it's not right what happened to them type of thing. Like, I do not. Then you put emphasis on 17-year-old white boy. Oh, but wait till I read. This is literally in a news clipping, bro. What they put in this news clipping. Wait till we get to that, and I'm gonna read this. This shit is insane. But they want to make it seem like on social media, the black people are making this a race thing. No, we never did. They started this shit when it first happened.
Austin Metcalf was not the aggressor. Yes, he pushed Karmelo Anthony out from underneath the tent, quote, touched his shoulder and moved him. Another quote from another witness. Austin Metcalf was not aggressive. One said that they heard Karmelo Anthony say, "You want me to move? You are going to have to move me." Again, not one witness said that Austin Metcalf said anything racial in nature about Karmelo Anthony, who you see there. They all said that Anthony had something in his.
What about the racist post he made the day of the track meet with the guns in his lap? That was on his Instagram, bro. Did y'all see that when I showed it? I'll show it again after this.
His bag. Well, that something turned out to be a knife. And after a, quote, slight push, Karmelo Anthony took that knife out and stabbed Austin Metcalf in the chest. He's charged with murder. I don't know how you raise money to the tune of $1.4 million now. That's the goal. They've raised over $600,000 already.
Why do they care
in
what they
support of
raise?
somebody with no regard for human life. None.
First of all, they keep talking about what him and his parents raised. Ain't nobody talking about the Metcalf's mama them, how much they raised, and what they doing with their money. Yeah, I came across that last night too, fuckers. All right, let's go.
These are the protesters outside.
If evidence does come out that Karmelo was not in fact fighting for his life when he stabbed and killed Austin Metcalf, do you think that the black community will accept that?
If evidence shows that he did not, no, we're going to stand by ours regardless. They stand by theirs. We're going to stand by ours regardless.
Y'all, I don't got, listen. These people are outraged. They mad because this woman made this statement that she made. They are mad because she made the statement. That's how she feel. They would do the same and probably say the same. Why y'all mad? Because they don't like when our skin color people speak our minds. Slight push, but yet others said the push was strong. It's not about race, but they keep using black or white. Get the fuck out of here. Exactly. And I'm gonna read to y'all how they made this about race, even in news articles, bro. This is insane. Bro. But this man isn't mentioning that others were involved in jumping Karmelo. He had every right to defend himself. Every right to defend himself. Justice for Karmelo, y'all. Crisis actors. That part. Child, listen. Let's see. But they are upset that this woman made this statement. I mean, they are outraged.
That's racism. Because they want to ignore the fact.
How is that racism? Because she's speaking her mind that even if he get found guilty, that they're going to stand by him. Because clearly they're going to work to try to get him out. How is that racism, guys?
The black man has to be the victim. To me, it's sick. It's not about black and white. It's about a kid with no regard for human life that killed another kid. I don't care what color anybody is. You want to know the honest truth? I think the people outside that courthouse in support of Karmelo Anthony hate white people. I think they're the racist ones there. Calling out racism, they need to be calling out themselves. Listen to them.
We love our black youth. They deserve protection too. We love our black youth.
Did y'all hear what this man just said? Yes, justice for Karmelo Anthony. We're gonna do blue hearts for him. Let's do blue hearts. That's my favorite color. Let's do blue hearts for Karmelo. I don't know what other people doing, but I say let's do blue hearts for him. They making shit up, KP. Of course. Of course. That's what I'm saying, Brown Eyes. This shit is insane and it gets deep. I've been going down a whole rabbit hole with a lot of these people. You see people talking that you wouldn't probably even think that is racist. But when things like this come out, you get to see people's true colors. KP out here, this is how these people treat you if you let them. That's why I'm moving away because I ain't going. And trust me, with the mouth I got, baby, yeah, he got to be ill. Something is wrong with him. Something is really wrong with him to get on national television and say the things that he's saying. Drop the blue hearts for Karmelo Anthony, y'all. Justice for him. No, sir. You're the racist. Right. He said she's a racist because she said what she said. Black people can't even be racist. We don't have power. This is insane. Whether it was a slight or hard push, he shouldn't have put his hands on him, period. Exactly. That's what they not understanding. That's what they're not understanding. Oh, yes, you see the true colors. Child, this chat is going fast. Okay, I see y'all over there in Twitch. Y'all got my chat going fast. Thank you, Takoya. What, child? Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Give me a minute. Because we got more to go.
We had 28 days left until vacation.
Hold on. Give me a second. Anywho, you said pay actors, Shannon Lewis, obviously. Free Mello. I know other people are probably doing purple because that's his color, purple. But for me over here on my platform, I'm doing blue. So sad. I don't follow what everybody else does. Like, yeah. So sad they think we're racist, but we wasn't brought up like that. We love everyone who loves us, period. But them on the other hand is taught and learned. Woo child. If y'all want to do purple, y'all want to do blue, it's cool. But on my platform, what I'm saying is blue. I'm doing blue. Wait, what you say, J. Rose? Gretchen, we're on the South Side in a real community where everyone is welcome. We have $1 million homes over here as well. We don't discriminate. My community has diversity. Period. Speak it. And I've been seeing purple everywhere when they talk about him, but I'm doing blue when I talk about him. But mostly every time something happens in another state, they jump and move to Texas now. Nowhere you're moving around to. It's just, I don't see how y'all put up with it down there with what they got going on. That's just too, like, and I was told that they don't care about walking around calling you the N word to your face. Right or wrong, self-defense. WP don't think we have a right to, I get what you're saying, right to defend us from them. Whew, child. And see, a person like me, you can't call me no N-word to my face, think I ain't gonna do nothing to you.
They deserve protection too. Deserve protection too. He brought a knife to a track meet. What mother or father is going to say, oh, yeah, that's a good idea, son, put a knife, and then go up to the opposing team and have a stare down with them, and when it doesn't go your way, stab them in the chest? That's supporting your youth? Again, if you don't think they hate white people, listen to this.
I'm going to push you if I get close enough. Push you right into that crack. You heard what I said, cracker. Neanderthal, I don't give a what you say.
Why you want to point out all the negative things that they're saying? He didn't point out when that, y'all seen that guy that I showed y'all Friday, he went over there messing. They was provoking these people. And then when they act out, they want to catch them on camera to make them look like how they want them to look. That's why if I was them, I'd keep protesting the way I'm protesting. I would pay them no mind. Because this is what they want. They want a reaction. They want a reaction.
No, that's not racism. I'll kill you, cracker. Where has people's common sense gone? They are blinded by this racial division that doesn't need to be there. This is a sad story all the way around. A kid who never should have had that knife, never should have stabbed Austin Metcalf, and now you got a family dealing with one kid who could face prison for the...
Why not say Metcalf should have never put his hands on Anthony? Why not say that? But yet they can do the same thing and no one says anything. Exactly. They act like Karmelo just went up to Austin and stabbed. Exactly. That's what's peeing me off, y'all. The way that they trying to make him, I don't like it. The part that bothers me is the jurors can see this stuff and it's not fair for Karmelo. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm praying that they have a heart and not follow what they see is being done. The same place yours is. This man is insane. He really got up here and said these things. J. Rose, forever. I live like that also here, but I do go to the other side also. I'm in Fort Worth. Child, this is insane. Oh, please, the division came when you know who came into office. Child, they hate when people have a voice that's not their skin complexion.
Rest of his life and another family never get their son back.
Child, get off my screen because I can't believe you. I just had to show y'all him. I said, he got to be insane. Something got to be really wrong with this man. Hold on. I got something else. This is insane, bro. I done seen some nasty, I mean, just unthinkable things said and posted about Karmelo. Like, bro, they done put they. Can I say it without getting flagged? I don't know, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Is this the one I hold on? Is this the one I just played? Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Oh yeah, that's the one I just played. Bro, they talking about hanging this young man and all types of things. Like, and I just know this boy is terrified just off the strength of his life is in the hands of these type of people, and knowing that he didn't go out there with intentions to harm anybody. He was just defending himself. Right, correct me fuck up. I just said the same thing. Get off the screen. Get off my screen, period. At her, it wouldn't even be out of control this way. Nobody, because we just look at things for what it is. We don't put me, I don't put skin in the mix when it comes to these cases, because there's a lot of cases that we feel that we done seen is with white people, and if they wrong, they fucking wrong. If they right, they right. They made this a racial thing when they started going to that boy's house and threatening them, their parents and stuff, having to make these people move. Imagine how shocked they're gonna be when they wake up in hell for the hate they have. White people really believe they are Christians and going to heaven. With all this nonsense, child, please, KP, something is wrong with the man. He's saying without just coming out and saying, whew, they have a meme with him in a chair. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Lady Mysterious, it's insane. God looks at your heart, sir. So the lion be in all white jury. God have mercy. Child, he just went to compete in track running. Exactly. Who just gonna throw their life away knowing that they got a good chance of making it out, being somebody, you know what I'm saying? He was, 3.7 GPA student, all these things. Like, he was a good student. They jealous of Karmelo. He comes from a middle class, 2-family home, and they can't take it. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I just hate this so bad for him. But let me share my screen, y'all. We're going to listen to what they got to say. I'm doing the work for y'all, so y'all don't got to go and look at it, be searching and da-da-da-da. We just going to talk about some things every goddamn day. Hell. I'm heated about this situation. This could have all be prevented if they wouldn't have been trying to be bullies. Got all them kids scattered a big, you know what?
Theory that the prosecution has that Karmelo Anthony's position all along was to get someone to do something so that he could kill them. Do you think that's effective? And is Karmelo Anthony going to have to take the stand to combat that?
Hi, Julia. I definitely think there's a damage that happens when you kind of...
What you talking about, Tanisha? You say they was jealous he was captain of his football and track teams. Why were they there after being kicked off the team anyways? They saying the coach let him back, gave him another chance, I guess. That's child.
over exaggerate and emphasize things that aren't necessarily going to be consistent with what the defense is going to put forward. Karmelo Anthony was a good student. He worked. He came from a good family. He's got a support system. He participated in athletics. And you want the jury to believe that he really came to school with the intention of, or a track meet with the intention of murdering somebody. I think that's a far stretch of the imagination. And the prosecution is almost like just over promising and likely going to underdeliver in that regard.
We'll talk about the overpromising and undelivered, especially when it comes to that surveillance video that was shown. But Nicole, and Joanna, what do you think about the theory that the prosecution has that Karmelo?
Let's go to this other one real quick. Oh, child. They pissing me off. And then I'm going to read this news article, bro. It's going to blow y'all. Just the verbiage that they use. Oh. Let's read this. I don't know if I want to show this on my screen, but I'm going to read it because I don't want to. I'm trying not to get flagged. Okay, y'all. I hate he's being charged with this crime, but they were intended to be him to the point where he couldn't compete in the track meet. They didn't want to lose against him? Maybe. And they said it was about 20 kids under the tent, while only a handpick was picked to testify. They picked certain ones. And they strategically picked some colored kids to lie on him. And I bet you they were scared. Karmelo couldn't participate from his injury in football. Oh, is that why they saying he shouldn't have been there? They don't prevent him from not being there, because even when you injured in any sport, they expect you to still be there to support your team. The defense had the opportunity to pick witnesses as well, though. They pick witnesses, right? We're gonna see what the defense do, because it's a lot of things that I'm really like waiting to see, because I'm like, well, okay, I think they examination starts today, the defense, because the prosecution rests Saturday, and they knew Karmelo as he was well known, but they trying to make it seem like that kid, the other twin, that kid, we didn't know him. Karmelo was to run the high jump. Okay, which one is he? Either he was supposed to have been running, or his leg or ankle was messed up, and they better have, or on their ass. I'm waiting to see what they come. They better come with it, and they better. That's what I'm waiting on, because I'm like, child, he was the supporting. He was there supporting his team. Okay, let me see. They had beef with him originally about a girl. They not telling that, though. That's what I heard from the beginning. But it's like nobody's talking about that. It's like nobody's talking about that. But I heard that when this case first happened. So I guess we'll wait to see if they talk about that, and if that is true. He was running. They said that already. Okay. If these boys were suspended, why were they able to still participate in the activities? Yeah, because if you're suspended, are they saying that they were suspended from school? Because when you're suspended from school, you're suspended from all activities as well. I'm glad Karmelo Anthony supporters are showing up. They know they have to do the right thing. It's not going to be pretty in the end. If not, Austin and his brother weren't running, just out there picking with folks. That's what they was doing. The one twin had been after him. This was not the first fight. I know. I said that Friday. This was not their first time having an interaction with each other. Only cowards use guns and knives. Whatever happened to fist fights? Ah, Teresa. Boo-hoo-hoo. Only cowards that's 220-something freaking pounds jump on 100 and some pound little young boy. And when it's two of them, put their weight together, Bookie Butt. What you thought he was going to do? Because I would have did it too. The defense did challenge the 3 black jurors, but the judge dismissed it. Because rules are broken for certain people. Come up in here with your mad ass. No one was suspended. The twin was kicked off the team and let back on. It says Texas weird like that. My daughter defended herself against a jump. She won the school. She won the school press charges on the girl and sent video. And the next thing you know, she done added charges on my daughter. Yep, that's true. That's true. I'm just praying this jury will be fair because they are not a jury of his peers. That's what I'm saying. And that ain't that's in the book. You're supposed to have a jury of your peers, Bookie Butt. Yes, J. Rose, tell her. Stick to the facts, Bookie Butt. Crazy. The twins knew Karmelo as Melo. But in Texas, you see a lot of guys with girlfriends like that. So I thought Texas was okay with it. Mixed couples are very common nowadays. But that's what I be telling people. Just because it's mixed interracial couples and people don't say nothing, baby, it's deep in their soul. A lot of times. I'm not going to say all the time. But you see them, it might not be in that family, but you see the people when stuff like this happens, you see the people on the outside, they end up coming out speaking, and you see all that racism. That's your sister on that picture, KP. Child, you know that's when you don't play, not too much. The NAACP, in my opinion, need to be involved. All news stations need to get all this information. They didn't want from child. Teresa, hush up. They jumped him and they were triple his size. He had a right to defend himself. Tell her, Bookie Butt. KP, it was more than the twins jumping Karmelo. They not showing all the footage from the fight. I know. I spoke on that Friday. I spoke on it this morning. The witnesses lied and were caught in their lies. Shannon, don't start. What you say, Gretchen? They are listening at the president, KP. They are making America great again. This is not great. It's horrible. It's fucking horrible. But guess what? The prosecution is a black woman. Some of us want to be down with the other men so bad. Are you serious? Now, I did not know that. Oh, you know what this is? Take me back. Take me back. This is what they do. They use our skin color people to go against us when they know they don't have a win in the fucking fight. Child, if you got multiple kids coming at him, plus a big, huge jiu-jitsu fighter, the twins were trained in jiu-jitsu. You have every right to protect yourself with a knife. They ain't supposed to be putting their hands on people, do they? How were the witnesses caught lying? Go find out and come back and tell us, since you don't know, Marjorie, because I feel like you're being sarcastic. And I feel like you are. Get that goddamn dog off your profile looking like you. All 6 major news networks are owned by BlackRock and Vanguard. Go down that rabbit hole. I think the defense is doing a good job holding their hand. Karmelo Anthony will have victory. I think so too. I'm talking about with the color. Child, get off my platform. Jump. Why isn't there a scratch on Anthony in his mugshot? Y'all will see shortly soon, because what don't come out now is going to come out once they convict him. And guess what? He's going to come back up if he gets convicted. Y'all think they think they are really doing something by hiding the mug shots. I mean, by hiding these scars that this young boy had and everything. Y'all don't think his parents took pictures of him? Y'all gotta be stupid, dope dog food like that dog on your profile picture, man, with that long ass beak looking like a bird. Child, what don't come out in the wash will come in the rinse. Exactly. Get the hell on. The witness, they called him over there, tried to say he didn't know him, and they showed pictures. Yes, that's what I'm saying. They showed pictures of them hanging out together personally, alone, like with the girlfriend, with him. They all having fun, playing guitars and all this shit. If it don't come out, okay, I read that. Tanisha says blazed her ass up. Real quick. Get on, man. He's going to be found not guilty. I think so too. They don't like it, but I see it coming. The more at first I was like, nah, bro, they But the more and more this goes, it's looking good for Karmelo, in my opinion. That all-white jury situation was not by accident and wasn't. Going on about your business, Peggy Bundy. Stop, because they gonna try to say they're racist over there, but y'all coming over here. Man, the business that pays y'all, and y'all don't gotta worry about us. That's what they don't understand. We don't come fucking with y'all. Don't come messing with us. That I don't know, Karen. I don't think so. And I'm sure some of his real friends took pictures of him being bruised. Yeah, please do. Every time I'm just going to eat them up real fast to get them up out of here. Get them right on up out of here. Leave me alone. If the deceased was in the right, you wouldn't be over here. Exactly. They think that, child, listen. He's so funny. It's not an all white jury. It just isn't a black person on it. Well, yeah, okay, that. KP go and play it for them. Yeah, let me go ahead one time. I ain't got time for y'all today. Don't come messing with me. When they see Karmelo Anthony titles, boy, and his pictures, boy, they get their panties and dookie drawers all in a bunch. Go wash your ass.
How small it is. It got a motherfucking truck stop. And they got something called light lizards. But
or it's going to be a mistrial. There are no lesser charges. It's M1 or nothing, just like Rick Child. Crazy. That's what's going to see, and that's probably going to come to bite them in the butt, because they probably going to feel like they can't get him on murder one. You know what I'm saying? And there's no other charges. So, like, he's not going to be found guilty. Not guilty. Definition of racist: to have money and power to make something change. They better leave me alone. They aren't going to be fair in Texas. They can be very inappropriate. I live in Texas all my life. You would think they would stop with the bush. That ain't going nowhere, Bookie Butts. You're welcome, Tammy. It ain't going nowhere. It's so heavy. That way, it's insane. KP, if she wants to say something, do her own content, run off that lot lizard. Exactly. And one shouldn't even be on the table. That's some bullshit. Exactly. Yes, that's what it is. Thank you. They overcharged him. They overcharged him. Yep, I agree. Let's take a brief intermission because they got me. Woo!
How you making this so sexy? That's like a shit ain't impressive. Hopping up foreign, let's dash. Praying to God they don't catch me. Gripping on you with my hands, I push the brakes. Talk that shit, baby. Oh yeah, baby, let me show ya. One more time. Ride up, you're my backseat driver. One more time, baby. I fall with you. I ain't no liar. You know.
Now go on. I know y'all don't like that kind of music. I don't know. Nobody's going to watch her content. The dog more interested. That dog caught my eye immediately. Yes, I agree. This is going to be a mistrial. Can't wait for the defense comes with it on their ass. My prayers for the deceased young man. Yes, and that's the thing. Prayers to him. I don't like nobody should have to lose their life, especially over something so senseless like this, literally. I was talking about this with somebody over the weekend. It's sad that how you get every day or every other day, every minute of the fucking day, somebody dying over some stupid shit under a tent that don't belong to nobody. To nail one of them. KP, okay, got me at work rolling my freaking eyes. For real, like, ma'am, am I talking to you or you're a dog? It look like your dog is having more conversation than you, ma'am. The fuck on. I'm wondering if there are lesser charges on the table if you can find LKP. Yeah, it's just M1 from because when they talk about it on the on these social sites in the news clippings, all they saying is M1. But I go double check to make sure. But they overcharged him. Y'all get the likes up. We're not forgetting someone lost their life. We just want fair and just treatment. Exactly. Then the boys kicked their dad ass in Charleston voice. Exactly. It didn't have Metcalf on it. Exactly. Didn't have. Boy, sit down. Little PP so sick of her ass. That is true, as the prosecution explained them during the jury selection. I missed something, Peanut, what you had said. Oh, you said it is true. Okay, I get what you're saying. I ain't never hit my daddy. Man, I ain't never hit my daddy, my mama. But you see, it's a difference. We're going to leave that where it's at. It's a difference from their side and our sides. Like, don't get caught slipping trying to raise your hand at your parents. You're going to catch an uppercut, left hook, all that. And they're going to call the police on themselves and tell them that they did it and get you the hell up out their house. For real. Yeah, broke that man's arm. Broke his daddy's arm. That is a sin. Praying for justice for Karmelo and Romika and praying that Cyrus' family can find peace. Man, yes. There's just so much. The state's witnesses will seal the deal with their inconsistencies. Yep. He was charged with first degree, but they can find him guilty of lesser charges during the deliberation. Good morning, Kobe's TV. Good morning, Ray Mail. Go get knocked to Mars. Exactly. I never do that for what when these are the people that birthed you, raised you, took care of you, nurtured you, or supposed to have, like maybe they didn't have that. So they took anger out on their parents. I don't know. But let's see. I'm gonna read a little bit of this, y'all, that was posted on a social media site. And it says, this is not the one I was talking about, though, because I got another one I'm going to read. It says, Karmelo Anthony Trial, Austin Metcalf's track coach testimony. The courtroom was filled with emotions as Memorial High School track coach Rob Starr took the stand and described the heartbreaking moments leading up to and following the fatal stabbing of Austin Metcalf at a track meet on April 2nd, 2025. It's all propaganda. They crying and boo-hooing and doing all this. Yeah, y'all probably do feel a way that this young boy is gone, but he probably was a thorn in all of y'all asses. Starr testified that because Memorial was hosting the event, several coaches were tied up with extra responsibilities. He asked some of the team's leaders, including Austin and his twin brother Hunter, to help with setup duties that morning. In a moment that now carries even more weight, Starr revealed that he had texted Austin earlier that day, telling him he needed to set up and help the team. The coach also shared that he and Austin had recently worked through a conflict. What conflict was that? Austin had previously left a meet early to go fishing, leading Starr to temporarily remove him from the team after talking things through. Austin was welcomed back. Looking back now, those memories carry a painful significance. It says Starr testified that he was retrieving a crock pot from another coach around 10 a.m. when he heard a commotion near the team tent. He immediately rushed back, dropping what he was carrying and jumping a fence to get there faster. What he found is something he said he would never forget. Look how they trying to, bro. So you mean to tell me he supposed to be at track? This is probably why he got kicked off in the first place. They don't follow rules, allegedly. You leave your track meet to go fishing after you was already told that you have to be there, and then he comes back and you accept him back. I might say you might be held accountable too, Sir Starr. It says, holding back tears, Starr told jurors that he saw Austin lying on the ground with his face turning purple and what he described as a hole in his chest. Athletes and coaches were screaming his name. Hunter Metcalf desperately pleaded with him to do something. But I thought he was doing something. I thought Hunter was doing something. The coach testified that he was told Karmelo Anthony was responsible. He approached Anthony and stopped him. According to Starr, Anthony was hysterical and repeatedly said, "He put his hands on me." Starr described the encounter as surreal rather than violent. Overcome with emotion, Starr said he walked away and threw his hat on the ground before returning to Austin's side. He placed his hands on Austin's leg while coaches prayed. He then went to comfort. This don't even sound logical, bro. Who sees a boy on the ground fighting for their life and walks away and throw their hat down, come back, put your hands on his leg and pray? Is it just me? I'm not being like, I understand, but this don't sound. Let's continue. He then went to comfort Hunter, who was inconsolable. Starr testified that as a brief downpour began, he realized Austin was gone. Inside the courtroom, Austin's father, Jeff Metcalf, wiped away tears as he listened to the testimony. No matter where people stand on this case, moments like these serve as a painful reminder that an ordinary day at a high school track meet ended in a tragedy that forever changed countless lives. As the trial continues, the testimony is painting an increasingly emotional picture of devastating events that unfolded that morning. I can't get jiggy with this shit. I'm sorry. What? He said, help the team. He didn't say throw people out. Exactly. I missed some of y'all comments. My bad. Sue him for leaving to go fishing instead of being a coach. No. They said Austin left to go fishing and he came back. He originally told him he was going to be kicked off the team. He ended up coming back. He accepted him back. I ain't trying to be funny, but a lot of YT kids feel entitled and are spoiled brats running around here like they can do whatever and thinking there will be no consequences. Why y'all think that, though? That's exactly what it is. Controlling the narrative. KP, all of that sounds made up. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's so many conflicting stories. That's why if he does, which I don't think he is, but I'm just saying if he does get convicted, it's going to get overturned. I bet money on it. I bet money on it. Moving along. I got more. Let's see. What is this? Nope, that ain't what I want. Give me a second, guys. I was just, some of the stuff I seen. Okay, we gonna go here. Some of the stuff, I just can't believe my eyes. Like, it's terrible. And I just imagine that this boy is terrified. He's terrified. He's a fucking kid. But they want to label him as a grown man. Why is y'all labeling him as a grown man, but when y'all talk about Austin, he's a kid? I still can't believe there wasn't a change in venue. Exactly. That statement straight off the fiction library shelf. Exactly. It's a process, but we're not giving up. We're here until the end. He will be vindicated and will. Yes, it's going to be not guilty. It's going to be not guilty. I pray he doesn't get convicted at all. Me too. Not guilty. Now, let me read this to y'all, bro. And then I'm going to show y'all. Is this the one? Oh, hold on. And then I'm going to show y'all something else. So, let me go to it real quick. I've been on here a long time already. Oh well. Now this is on the news, bro. This is in a news article. And just listen, bro. Like but they say it's not a racial thing. We're making it a racial thing. Who wrote this article, first of all? It's just like ridiculous. But it says McKinney, Texas. It says Texas prosecutors rested their case Saturday in the murder trial of Karmelo Anthony after witnesses testified. Listen to this, how they put this. This is what pissed me off. Why didn't they use his name? They didn't use Karmelo name. I don't understand how the state feels they'll get a guilty verdict for first degree murder. There is no telling what they're doing to him in there. That's what I'm saying. I said the same thing his lawyers should have put in for a change of venue. It says Texas prosecutors rested their case Saturday in the murder trial of Karmelo Anthony after witnesses testified the black teenager cursed. Why they had to say black teenager? Why couldn't just be Karmelo Anthony? After the black teenager cursed and provoked insulted students at a suburban track meet before stabbing an unarmed white teenager who shoved him. Is that not racial? Is this not making it a racial thing? Karmelo is very sad. He knows that he didn't try to take a life. He was only trying to protect himself from these big guys who's picking on him. Exactly. Is this not a racial thing for them? Because why did they write this up like this? And it's right in their face what this was. Just goes to show you can have common sense and get in the courtroom and don't see right or wrong. That's what I'm saying. They said the prosecutor is very confident and cocky right now. Well, we shall see. I'm gonna repeat this, y'all, because this Texas prosecutors rested their case Saturday in the murder trial of Karmelo Anthony after witnesses testified the black teenager cursed, provoked, and insulted students at a suburban track meet before stabbing an unarmed white teenager who shoved him. 4 teenage witnesses testified for the prosecution on the 6th day of trial. Anthony, 19 of Frisco, has pleaded, now you want to say his name, has pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder in the April 2nd, 2025 unaliving of Austin Metcalf, 17, also of Frisco. Collin County District Judge John Roach asked the media not to identify the young witnesses. One 16-year-old Memorial High School student testified that he heard Anthony say, "I'm not leaving. Fuck you all." That don't even sound like fuck you all. After being asked to leave the school's tent during a rain delay. It says Anthony, a member of the Continental High School team, did not have a school tent at the track meet and was repeatedly told to leave. The witness said Anthony called the students a bunch of pussies who were not going to do nothing about it when he refused to leave. It says defense attorneys maintain Anthony was speaking to a friend in the tent and acted in self-defense when confronted by Metcalf and his twin brother Hunter. Collin County First Assistant District Attorney Bill, how you say his name, I cannot pronounce these, Worski, asked if Metcalf took the lead in the altercation. Yes. Karmelo put his hand in the bag and said 5 times, "Touch me and see what happens," the witness testified. From my understanding, I was told you only got to say something once not to be fucked with, and then you can do something. You give a warning. That was a warning, and he gave multiple warnings. The problem for the defense is that once Karmelo held the knife, he gave himself a tremendous advantage. The terms applicable are temporarily dwelling, mens rea, proportionality, and provocation. The resting fast, thinking they got it beat. That's what I said. But defense got something for them. That's what I said. I said they rested pretty fast. Oh, you were really like that, huh? We shall see, Mark. Don't come in here and say hi and then say something like that. He is going to prison for life. Oh, you were really like that. But hi to you too. Good morning. Good morning, KP in chat. I miss you. will catch the replay. Yes, go to the replay, honey, boo boo child. All that are lying witnesses will reap what you have sown. I speak, declare it in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. God don't like ugly, y'all. Them kids was lying. They butt off under oath. And they just sat there and let it happen. There was another lot lizard jumped in, but I see they were soon gone. Lot lizards. Let me finish. It says yes. It says yes. Karmelo put his hands in the bag and said 5 times, "Touch me and see what happens." The witness testified. Austin said he was not going to touch the guy. He was calm, but what he do? He touched him. He going to prison, and they are waiting on him and his gang signs. They probably waiting on you and your dog face too. Okay, Pamela, go get a life. Go find something safe to do. Y'all want him to be a thug so bad, and he's not. That's the kicker right there. Y'all want him to be a thug so bad, and he's not. Like y'all don't got thugs running through in y'all skin complexions. Y'all got a lot of, but y'all, it don't be talked about. The despicable things, yeah, y'all, you know what? Okay, let me continue. You're not knocking me off my shit. The witness said Metcalf did not deserve to be unalive and that Anthony committed murder. On cross-examination, defense attorney Toby Shook noted, I guess I'm supposed to say took noted that the witness did not mention Anthony's cursing in the written statement he gave police after the killing. The witness acknowledged he did not know whether or nearby students heard the remarks. But you the only one heard the remarks. It's okay, Peanut. Well, we know they won't let him join the Proud Boys, Pamela. Absolutely 100 KP. Yeah, funky bitch. Go wash your ass. Probably somewhere smelling like mildew and dog and cat feces. The fuck? What they not understanding when Austin grabbed him, his weight was pressed more on the knife. He should have kept his hands to himself. Exactly. Smelling like cat piss coming in my shed. I do not do those types. A 17-year-old male memorial student testified no one in the tent knew who Anthony was. That's a lie. And did. AKP in chat. It's been a while, but happy to finally tap back in. Hey. They said they testified nobody in the tent knew Karmelo, and that's a lie. But they don't see all these inconsistencies. They don't see these lies. But they want to come over in our chats and oh, you know what? Okay, let's keep going. However the fuck you say this man's name, Rosiski, however you pronounce it, asked the witness if it was his impression Karmelo Anthony was trying to provoke Austin Metcalf, and if Metcalf responded to the provocation. And the witness says, yes, the witness testified. He put his hands on his shoulder. You do not expect to see someone get stabbed at a track meet. Was there any reason you saw for Karmelo Anthony to stab Austin Metcalf? Rosiski asked. Was Karmelo Anthony acting in self-defense? How they gonna say what this boy was thinking in his mind and if he was acting in self-defense or not? They should have struck that. Good morning, Copies in chat. There are so many racist lot lizards online or out in Texas harassing black people who are supporting Karmelo. They should have struck that from the nah. How they you can't give? Did they strike that? Child, please. There's a truck stop and there's a thing called lot lizards. Go hang out with them. Not here. Exactly. How he gonna give what his see? This is shit I be talking about. So they won't admit it's his brother's fault. All happened. He started this, and that's why his brother is exactly. That's what they overlooking, and I'm gonna keep saying it. So what was Austin thinking? If this young boy told him, touch me and see what happened 5 times, and you still touch him, what did you think was gonna happen? That boy was in defense mode at that point. Yeah, they was. Why do y'all hate the truth? Who is you talking about? Who hate the truth? Little King. I mean, you got to say a little bit more than that, because I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Please be respectful in the chat. You've been given one warning. I'll mute you next time. That part. What you mean? Please stop that lying. Y'all are toxic, and why don't you get why they talk down on us? First of all, you're toxic for coming up here and saying this. Clearly, you act like you ain't been seeing what's been happening in the courtroom and talking. They gonna talk down on us regardless. Are you serious? Don't come up here with that whitewash shit. Are you serious? They talked about Jesus. The main problems for the defense is proportionality and provocation. Knife versus fist or shoves invalidates almost all self-defense claims. Yes, Karmelo's words meets the definition of. Going on with that shit. The brother is supposed to be charged with the murder as well because he's the one who's. That's what I've been saying, but they don't want to talk about that. No, you in Memphis is the ones that hate the fucking truth. It's crazy. Why would you come up here and say something like that? Exactly. And then got a black profile picture. We don't know if you are black or white, but if you are black, you need to go get some teaching, brother. Talking about this is why they. No, this is not why. It was bred in them. Fuck. If a motherfucker ain't trying to pick up what you putting down, then move the fuck around, for real, for real. Exactly. And it's not all white people. Let me be clear about that. It's not all of them. It's just the ones that come out with this racist stuff. It's not all of them. And I'm not racist by far. Don't come over here talking that shit to me. I'm doing my content. Going on. It says on cross-examination, Shook reminded the witness of his written statement to police that Austin put his hand on Anthony's shoulder to intimidate him. That's what he said in his original statement. But then he come on the stand and say something different. He said Austin put his hands on Karmelo's shoulder to intimidate him. But now it's something different. This is what I'm saying. Don't get mad at me because the facts is facting. This out here. And it's going to be more to come after this trial is over. Watch all this. Watch everything come out that was never put out during trial. Watch. If most of you really hate the truth, really allergic to telling the truth, that is a person way of warning someone not to touch them. He has the right to give a warning to leave him alone. They did not take the warning. That's not his fault. Exactly. It says more of a warning. The witness said, actions speak louder than words. It says prosecutors rested after calling their final witness, Cullen County medical examiner, Dr. Elizabeth Ventura. She testified that the 2-inch depth stab wound pierced Metcalf's sternum and the right ventricle of his heart. Several people, including Metcalf's parents, left the courtroom during her testimony. Defense attorneys immediately moved for a direct verdict, arguing the state failed to prove the elements of first-degree murder. Judge John Roach denied the motion. The defense, the defense then called Centennial coach Adam Linwood, who testified that students from different schools regularly mingled during track meets because of the hours of downtime between events. He said Centennial requires a coach to be present in each tent, and that students sometimes enter tents belonging to other schools. What else do we need? And what the hell was that? That coach needs to be charged with something too, because you're supposed to be there. And if you ain't there, you should have had another adult supervising while you wasn't there. Hi, Cold Peace. It's sad to many people that's hating on this young man, and all he wanted to do was stay dry. Exactly. Good morning, Cold Peace and Monster Chat. They better leave me alone over here. It says, all I'm doing is reading what's out here and bringing light to what people ain't bringing light to or don't want to talk about. And when we talk about it, look what we get. But they can go and say any and everything. They can post all these hanging photos with this boy. They can talk about what they're going to do to him and his family if he get found not guilty. They can do all these things. But we the reason they talk about us. No, we are not. The recent discovery of the school surveillance they were trying to hide will squash all the naysayers and reveal the truth. Collusion and wickedness is the norm for them. Child, why is it such a big deal that he was under that tent anyway? Those people need to ask themselves that. The final problem for the defense in mens rea with respect to a tent dwelling. The dwelling was sanctioned by a school. Bringing a prohibited weapon legally shows his mind was made up to use a knife. Bringing your fist don't show he was legally trying to beat a boy to a pope. If the boy told him don't touch him and he still do it, what that means, John? Do y'all teach y'all kids not to put their hands on people? You want to have a conversation? Once the defense showed the actual video, this case will prove he is innocent. They overlooking the fact that this boy put his hands on him still. Once, like what? And it wasn't a knife. So what? Leave people alone. Some people don't know how to fight. That's why I leave people alone. Going provoking people. You don't know what that boy was going through that day. You don't know what his mindset was at. This is when they say don't mess with people. You don't know what they're going through on that particular day, at that particular time. They could just snap at any time. You don't know what he just got done dealing with before he came to track me or throughout his whole school year and just fucking fed up. And nobody else cared he was under it because others saw him. They invited him. It was a pocket knife, unfortunately. Well, he brung it for a reason then. Just in case, because what he posted on that motherfucking screenshot. What that screenshot show? Walked over specifically to him and started that. Should have stayed where they were at. They thought they was going to be able to bully that boy. You know, maybe if it was a one-on-one, he probably would have fought him. But it was more than one. That knife isn't a problem, or the prosecution would have charged him with having it. It's not illegal for that pocket knife. Yeah, because you can have a knife that's you got to be a certain size, right? So they didn't charge him. I'm gonna go pull this up. They didn't charge him with having that knife. Why is that? They were known to bully him in the past. It says, yes, we need to protest for them to drop the real surveillance video and not the bootleg video that's grainy and showed from afar. 5 people has came forth and said they seen the real 4K video. They already said the length of the knife was legal to carry. He was suspended from school for having it. So what are we talking about? They about towered over it. Yeah. Hey, Peanut, this is for you. She said, definitely not a pocket knife. It was a 5-inch switchblade. We can't win for losing, bro. And another one, dog pictures. Can I see your face? 5.5 inches is illegal. It was 3.5. It was a switchblade. She said, there are dudes that wouldn't fight another man that is 6 feet over 200 pounds in real life, but they expect Karmelo to shoot hands with a giant Neanderthal. Exactly. What you say? They don't want to hold the twins and whoever else accountable. They just don't like the fact it was a young black man who unalived him. That's what it's given. That little knife was probably to keep his nails clean. It was a fucking pocket knife, bro. Get over it. He must have been bullied by them before. So when someone is back in a corner with fear, 4 versus 1, yeah, right, fair wear. There was never a fair fight. Never. But every time, listen, y'all notice it's a pattern. Every majority of the time, when something is done to a brown-skinned person, it's more than one of them. Why is that? Why is that? It's always more than one of them. It's never a one-on-one. The defense has that video trust. No way the video blurry. Those schools have state-of-art everything. It's the reason why they don't want to show it. By them keep saying 5-inch knife, you know their case is weak. Small pocket knives are not against the law to carry. Austin wasn't an authority figure. He had no right to tell Karmelo anything. Got to get to work. I'll be back. Okay, Peanut. What you say? Yep, like in the Kendrick Johnson case, again, 2 brothers. It's a pattern. The twin, the coach assistant, Metcalf parents all need to be held accountable. And let me finish reading this. It says, on cross-examination, prosecutor Bill Rziski, however the fuck you say his name, showed Linwood a replica of the weapon. Why not the regular one? A replica of. Because, you know, they bag and tag all evidence. Why not show the exact knife? Y'all hear this? Don't they usually do that? They show the exact weapon used. Yeah, Des, they did. Linwood, they showed Linwood a replica of the weapon and asked, this is not a cleat sharpener, correct? Linwood agreed. Rziski, how the hell you say his name? I'm just going to say W. Also asked why Centennial did not have a tent at the meet. And Linwood explained it was being transported on a later bus rather than the morning bus Anthony took to his earlier events. The courtroom was filled to capacity with media, supporters of both families, and members of the public. Neither side has commented publicly because of a gag order. The trial is expected to last 2 weeks. Anthony faces a sentence of 5 to 99 years or life in prison if convicted. Anthony's attorneys have criticized the noise and completely false information surrounding the trial, which has drawn national attention and online misinformation involving white victim and black defendant. There are no black jurors on the 12-person jury selected from a pool of over 500 people during the 3 days of jury selection. Judge Roach allowed prosecutors to strike the remaining 3 black potential jurors despite a Batson challenge from Anthony's attorneys. Prosecutors successfully argued the 3 were struck for the race-neutral reason of being educators of school-aged children. Say what? Say, huh? Come again? This trial is definitely rigged. Tell me about it. Are there any mods over here? Is any mods over here besides No Fucks and Shannon? Is Shannon still in there? The racist mob jumping in the chat can't stand the fact we come together intelligently and discuss cases like this. Yeah, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with us talking about what's happening at trial, what's being put out, and what's not being said on major outlets? Everybody ain't lying. Everybody ain't lying. Now look at this. Hold on, I'm finna show y'all something. Woo, child. Hold on, y'all. I gotta type it back in real quick. Give me a second. Y'all watch the chat for me, please. Okay. Now this, shout out to her, Janelle Forte. Been keeping up with the case and I guess showing what's been happening at trial. Hold on. She got like a lot of notes. I'm gonna skim through them. Hold on, I'm about to put it on the screen, y'all. You say racists are always trying to control the narrative in black people. Mm-hmm. They think we're supposed to be sitting somewhere quiet. They don't want us to know the real truth, KP. That's what it is. It's eventually gonna come out anyway. Let my fucking ass off, KP. I swear. I just say, "Ooh, child," to my friend, right? What city you guys going to loot and destroy first when he sent to 50 years? Yours? Where you at? Where you at? God damn it. Bonfire at your house, bitch. And not the normal one. Fuck is you talking about? Loot and oh. Is that a threat? That's why you behind that screen with no picture. Because we don't play either. We don't either. But you have it. You can have it. This is what we talk about. Threats. This is what we talk about. Make me get your motherfucking IP address. Make me. Screenshot that no fucks. Weirdo. Threats. You want me to shoot a threat out back to you? Not gonna happen. Weirdo. I ain't no idiot. Y'all some idiots. Y'all swear y'all be so intelligent and smart, but y'all is idiots. So ignorant. They love talking tough through anonymous pages and do. They be so illiterate, bro. A lot of them, they swear they smart when they stole everything from our people and claimed it. But that's a story for another day. Let's go over here. I'm about to bring it on the screen, y'all. Do I really want to play? I might bring this back later. It'll be something for me to talk about later. But she got a lot of notes. If y'all want to go over there and read what she got up there, she is at trial also. But she got a lot of notes on the case and what's been going on over there. Let me play my, cause yeah, it be some weird people.
How small it is. It got a motherfucking truck stop. And they got something called light lizards. But
yeah, they not being abusive, and the Metcalf brothers are known to be on social media with pew-pews. Yeah, that came out first. What you say right here? Let me see. God dog it. I done missed a lot of comments. Damn lot lizards. Hold on. What is this? They should have left us alone over 300 years ago. They still can't take us, bro. Austin broke his father's arm allegedly. No, yeah, I know. We've been through all of these things, but they ain't gonna talk about none of that. They want to tarnish Karmelo's image, though. Hold on, y'all. I'm finna go look for something real quick, okay? Give me a second. And I'm gonna bring something. If I can find it, I'm gonna bring it. Somebody wanted me to play this last time, so they left it in my comments. So I went to pull. That's what I just did. Went to pull it. Of Charleston White apologizing to Karmelo's family. Bringing it on the screen now, guys. Let's play it. Let's see what he had to say. I haven't watched it, so I'm just going to see what he got to say.
I want to take the time to apologize to Karmelo Anthony's family. Man, I was all the way wrong about that kid. I was all the way wrong about that kid, homie.
Yeah, he was just indicted.
I was all the way wrong about that kid. I met with his father. I've been meeting with his father regularly. I had opportunity to talk, piece him up. He go beat these charges. I was under the impression that he brought a knife to school. So I'm taking a knife to school. Fuck him. He didn't take a knife to school. Since I said that, I want to take the time to apologize to Karmelo Anthony's family. Man, I was all the way wrong about that kid.
Don't argue with nobody in the chat.
I was all the way wrong about
no
that
fucks,
kid.
y'all. Block people if y'all see them arguing.
Yeah, he was just indicted.
If y'all see them,
I was all the way wrong about that kid. I met with his father. I've been meeting with his father regularly. I had opportunity to talk, piece him up. He go beat these charges. I was under the impression that he brought a knife to school. So I'm taking a knife to school. Fuck him. He didn't take a knife to school. Since I said that, I want to take the time to apologize to Karmelo.
Hold on, y'all, because I want to find a little bit more than that. Give me a second. That wasn't enough. So let me see. I don't want to play nobody there yet. Charleston White exposed the truth about Karmelo Anthony's case. What is this one? Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I can't play it because I ain't finna get struck by nobody. God damn it, I want to play it. What is this? Charleston White apologized to. Is this long enough? Yeah, I'm not playing it because I don't want to get struck. But yeah, it was obviously he did an apology because he thought something wasn't. He thought that Karmelo brung a. It's crazy. The way that they paint him to be is horrible. I don't like it. He's going to get justice. If it's now or even later, he's going to get justice because this is just not right. It's not right at all what they doing to this boy. It's insane. Let me see. Hold on. Maybe I can find. I see everybody else using it, but I don't think I want to. Because he when it first happened, he did come out talking a lot of bull crap. And I was listening to him. I was like, you don't even know the full story, bro, to be even saying the stuff that you're saying. But I guess he done had a rude awakening and seeing that things is not what they made it out to be or whatever. This is their history. This is what they always do. It's crazy. And this is, and that's why I tell my kids, I tell a lot of people, I just be telling people, like, the system is not set up for us to win. In no way, shape, or form. It is not set up for us to win. And this is a prime example of that. It's not, it's no. You think you're going in to get a fair trial, but that it don't be the case. it don't be the case. Hold on. I'm looking up something, y'all, real quick. It's just sad. What's this? Oh, let's listen to this, y'all. Hold on. Let's see what they got to say. Pause, B. Hold on. Let's see what they got to say real quick. It's a quick little clip, but let's see what they got to say. Everybody expected Hunter to testify. Clearly is what I'm seeing, and it ain't happening. That's what they just said in this video. Hold on. Why wouldn't y'all put y'all star witness? He was right there. He was right there when it all happened. He seen everything. He put wounds, held his brother wounds and all types of things. Why wouldn't y'all put him up? Hold on. Where'd my volume go?
Who's that?
Hunter Metcalf, the twin brother, I expected would be the last witness for the prosecution. I suspect because he's not been in the court because he's this is called the rule, and they're not allowed to listen to other witnesses' testimony. And so I suspect that they're going to bring him back as a rebuttal witness, and that will be how the state ends. And it'll be the last thing the jury hears is his brother.
The strategy there.
Yeah, I think you want to leave them with some sort of emotion, filling your case and stuff. And look, I've got a twin brother, so I could only imagine if I had to get in there. I'm telling you, I'd be tearing up as well. I mean, that's a bond. It's a very particular bond, and so the thing is I could see them wanting to leave or end on a high note for them.
There's a high-profile person who is not in the courtroom, and you think that person could be called. Who's that?
Hunter Metcalf, the twin brother, I expected would be the last witness for the prosecution. I suspect because.
Y'all give me a second. Give me a second. Des, go over to Cold Piece Investigates and comment so I can make you a mod. Shawnee, if you in here, go over there so I can make you a mod over there too. They attacking me, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Did y'all see y'all my wrenches? Did y'all see y'all my wrenches? My bad, y'all. Give me a second. Is you over on Cold Piece Investigates? Oh yeah, you is. I see you. Hold on, let me make sure. Can I make the mods yet over there? No fucks. Oh, Des said you say yes. Des, you see your my wrench. Shannon, do you see yours? Oh, duh. That's why. Okay, now I gotta do you this. I had skipped a step. No fucks. I'm gonna make you one over there too. The links these motherfuckers go is insane. Why? They don't want the truth to be out here. That's insane. Do what y'all gotta do over there. Now I gotta play my. You know what? These people is ridiculous.
How small it is. It got a motherfucking truck stop. And they got something called light lizards. But
they couldn't put him up. He did the interview where he admitted that they was the aggressors. Can't take the chance of being cross-examined. Exactly. Shani, go over to Copies Investigate so I can make you a mod over there. Shani. I know Brown Eyes, you and you and Peanut is at work. Okay, Shani. Okay, I see you. Let me make you one. I think Tanisha a mod over there too, but I think she in class right now. Interesting if this is the state angle. However, rebuttal evidence is generally limited to responding to issues raised by the defense. Okay, y'all. Eric Booker, who are you? I would if I knew who you was. I don't be seeing you. I'm going to be in and out. I'm working. It's okay, y'all, because I'm about to jump off. I got to take Superstar to work. I'm going to be in and out. I'm working. Stop calling me. Dang. I don't never get so many phone calls until I go live, bro. You don't see the chat? You don't see what chat? As long as somebody here, I was by myself. Trust, I'm here, not going nowhere. I got you. I see it now. The defense can object and argue that the testimony is outside the proper scope of rebuttal or unfairly prejudicial. Oh, child. I just found your channel today. Salute. I'm subbed. Oh, thank you. And look at me. I've been sitting here having a whole conversation with you like you've been here forever, girl. I didn't even realize. I didn't even say, is you new here? Child, I was in the mix. You got me. Justice for Karmelo. Justice for Karmelo. It's up and it's stuck. They can be mad all they want. I'm just the messenger. I'm just bringing back what's being put out here and not the lies, because that's what they trying to filter everything and everybody with is the lies. Cover up. That's what you call it, cover up. Thank you for subbing up, May Regal. Y'all, welcome, May Regal. I know, no fucks. That's why I'm finna come back and I'm finna get to it. We might end up having another live today. Y'all want another live on this? We can. Y'all can tell me, fill me in what y'all done heard. I can fill y'all in what I see and heard. We can do it. Let me go back to law school. These last two cases got me about to switch up my degree. Girl, let me tell you, I showed, man. What you say? Just from Karmelo. See, I've been sub. She just got here, left a lot. Right, but you ain't even been in no comments, made it known. You know, I be having to see y'all. Oh, you're not a female? Oh, it look like a girl on the screen. Sorry. Well, welcome, dude. Sorry. Y'all welcome, Maid Regal. Thanks for the subscription. Thanks for subbing. I appreciate it. Y'all looking for me? Sometimes I might not be here. I might be on my Copies Investigates by itself, or I might be on my Twitch, Copies 1. Go follow me. Sorry. You know I ain't mean no harm. But right, Andrew. 15 times asked to leave, brought weapon, ran, and ditched weapon, used deadly force in situation where he did not fear for his life. Oh, that's a lie. I thought you was about to say he warned him 15 times. That's a lie. Can you stop with the spill? Maybe someone judge a case on its own merits. What are you talking about May Regal? Steph? You new here too, ain't you? I welcome everybody. We can have a conversation without the racism, without all the bull crap. I'm okay. Sorry about that. I spelled your name wrong. Welcome. I got you on inside info. My brother got in the courtroom. I'm outside waiting on the info. Hit my email, coldpeacetv, all lowercase @gmail.com, or my Instagram. It's the same as everything. coldpeacetv@gmail.com, all lowercase. So yeah, hit me up. What are you talking about? That's what I was saying. Like they just said for you to stop something. Just subscribe. Okay, welcome. Thank you for the subscription. Hey, y'all, I got to get out of here because I got to go drop Superstar off. But we can come back and we can chat it up. Yes, we can, but watch yourself because we're watching. Yeah, facts. It's all love over here, y'all. We talk and we express and we either agree or to disagree. I only have friends who are racist, Asians, Hispanics, Blacks. All my friends, if they're racist. What? I only have friends who are racist, Asians, Hispanics, Blacks. All my friends, if they're racist. I can't understand what you're trying to say. I know you're saying all your friends are racist. Asians, Hispanics, Blacks, all my friends, if they're racist. So you're saying you're a racist? Clear that up for me before I go ahead and take you on up out of here by your draws. Thanks for the welcome, family. Stay black, stay safe. You're welcome. Tell me what they saying. I'm putting on my stuff. Is he saying he a racist? He don't want friends that's not racist? Allegations of racism is warned the fuck out. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Here I come, Superstar. We have awesome dialogue here. Thanks, KP. No lot lizards allowed. And ain't. Okay, y'all, we out of here. I got to go. I'm getting called. And we out of here. Thanks for coming through, y'all. Early morning chat. Love y'all. Bye.
Bringing the new saying backstage short, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap, but breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Yo, fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Report on what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap, but breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Yo, fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon.